for spoilers of part 9 and 8. If you have not read those yet, I would recommend clicking off this video. Enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome to my thoughts and take on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9, The JoJo Lands, Chapter 3, Secure the Mansion for the Diamond. So overall this chapter was pretty interesting. We were introduced to what I believe is gotta be a stand that is just terrifying when it comes to stealth capabilities. And some pretty funny parts in this one. So, first off, we're gonna go off with Jodio picks the worst hiding spots, I swear to God. This guy, this guy tried to hide from Rohan in the behind some pretty bad hiding spots of like where I think it was like a plant. I don't know. I couldn't make out what that was next to Jody. I think it was a plant. But Jodio may be small, but he cannot hide very well. So I'm kind of surprised that Rohan never caught him throughout the entire chapter, to be honest. And especially when Rohan uses when Jodio uses November Rain in that one specific corner to distract Rohan from going inside. Jodio had to have realized that something suspicious was going to be caught, because November Rain only rained on that one specific part, as Rohan says at the end of the chapter, I think. Even a stand user, or even a non-stand user, could see that something was up when the rain was only on a specific area of your house. Next up, my favorite part of this whole chapter probably was when Dragona tells the two others don't steal anything other than the diamond, and he just turns around and he just sees them just strapped up with wine and other items. That was the best part. So next up is Pink Dark Boy. Now, from what we can understand, this is something that Rohan is drawing in his manga. Now, if we know anything from part 4, this is more than likely Heaven's Door. Not really sure why Rocky changed the Heaven's Door to Pink Dark Boy, if this is all if in the case that Pink Dark Boy is part 9's Heaven's Door. Because as we saw in part 8, Yoshikage Kira was still able to use Killer Queen's sheer heart attack, but instead of one sheer heart attack, it was a shit ton of small ones that went into the person and blew up. So I'm surprised that Araki changed the name, but I'm more so excited to see what Pink Dark Boy's ability would be. Because for those who don't know, Heaven's Door's ability gives Rohan the ability to write any law he wants on a person and seize their memories. So for example, if Rohan opened up your face and wrote down, "You cannot attack Rohan Kishibe," you wouldn't be able to attack Rohan. And I don't know how you would make that even more overpowered than it already is, but I'm very excited to see how. So next thing we have is the rocks. So in about the middle of the chapter, the gang finds a lab in the house that clearly Rohan has been researching in. And he's been researching what they thought was rocks, but then turned out to be cool lava, and then was turned out to be called a lava. I'm not sure how you like put that or say that if it's any different than how it's laid out. I'm not a lava guy. I didn't like geography. And so the interesting thing about this for the people who haven't read part 8 and do not care about a spoiler, Josuke had to fight rock humans. These humans that were born of rock and then that could transform into rock. So it's possible that these lava rocks have some sort of correlation, which brings me to the next point. When they actually steal the diamond, as we can see, they're inside the safe. There's a different type of rock, cooled lava, I guess, or it could be something completely different. I think personally that the rock inside the safe is part of a rock human is part of a rock human itself. Next thing's next, we have the cat. So throughout the entire chapter, we've seen this stray cat walking around the house, and Rohan states that he is confused that a cat is actually like a stray cat is roaming around the premises, and the stray cat it just gets seen just walking around the house, nothing too much, walking outside, and then it just completely fucking destroys the entire team, basically. So I guess this cat has a stand that lays out a wire, or they say they compare it to a fishing line, and it's semi-transparent, and it wraps around the ankle of one of the gang members and the arm of Dragona, and it tightens around them, starts cutting into their skin like barbed wire or some shit. That cat, I think, as he walks around, the wire comes out, or it extends from where he is standing. Lastly, I want to talk about Jodio in the final panel, as he can guess that Rohan can see his stance. As he says, as he says in the panel, he's probably a guy who can see them too, basically. I think this is going to entail that they realize they're far, far deeper than they thought they were in. And so I think Jodio is going to make a move next chapter on Rohan, and I think we're finally going to get our first fight between two stands. I think it's going to be Jodio versus Rohan next chapter. Thank you. This has been my first chapter review of something. I didn't think it'd be JoJo's, but here we are. Life's crazy. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, what you think will happen in the next chapter. And I will see everybody later. Bye.